And hello and welcome once again to the Transformatorium Show. Shot here live in the Transformatorium, one of the biggest repositories of Transformer toys and merchandise in the world. Not the biggest, but one of. Okay, I am your host, Big Angry Trev, and as always, I've got my awesomely talented co-host, Orion. Orion, what are we looking at today, mate?
Beast Wars Universe Magmatron Legacy United 40th Anniversary.
That's a heck of a long title, isn't it? So that's right, we're looking at Magmatron from Universe Night. Now, Magmatron is a character, is it Beast Wars Neo?
Yes.
Beast Wars Neo.
It came out in the Beast Machines line.
That's right, so yeah, he was the main bad guy in Beast Wars Neo, and that was in Japan. The toy did get a Western release in Beast Machines. He was never in that cartoon, though. And I believe he turned up in some of the Dreamwave comics as well.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah, but he has been resurrected he is this year's Commander class toy. And I don't buy many of the Beast Wars toys. I like Beast Wars, but it's not like my favourite iteration, so I don't buy that many. But this guy looked interesting. So, Orion, you want to show them the different sides of the box? We could see.
So there's the front where that's the side where there's all the dinosaurs, Then there's the back, and that's the side. And like there.
Now, I noticed there's one thing missing from the box. So on the back,
It doesn't show us other alt modes.
that's right. So it's got the 3 individual dinosaur modes. They've got his combined mode, but what's missing, Ori?
They're all 3 combined with dinosaur alt mode.
Yeah. So these 3 dinosaurs combined, but do you know what? I have suspicion it's going to look pretty ugly. So despite the fact that he's got another mode to this, they've actually left it off the box. And I wonder if they've done that because even the creators of this have had to go, oh, that's a bit rough looking. How does it compare to other boxes there?
I find like it's the exact same size as your Legacy Motormaster box.
Can we put them side by side there? So a couple of bad guy ones. We haven't had many bad guy. Yeah, exactly the same in proportions. So, and hopefully that's going to be indicative of the size of the toy inside. So what do you say? Shall we open it up?
Yep.
Let's open it up now. And here we have a Magmatron unboxed, and he came in robot mode, which was surprising. We thought he'd come in animal mode, didn't we?
Kind of disappointing.
So, well, we'll have to change him about and so on anyway. And there we can see him in all his glory. So he's certainly very detailed, isn't he?
Yeah, but I'm disappointed. Like, they made him small, like the Ultra Magnus. Like, I wish they made him like bigger, like the Jetfire. Okay,
so all right. So if we want to compare sizes here with other Commander class that we've gone back, there's Jetfire. Yeah. I don't think we're going to see the Commander class size of Jetfire again. To be honest, I think like how the new Sandstorm. That's a leader class, is the same size as the Voyager class was 10 years ago. And yes, I think by the same token, the Commander class has shrunk too. So he is more in line in size with Ultra Magnus. So who I must admit I was a bit disappointed with in the size that came out last year. Besides that, a good toy. If you want to see the review of Commander class Ultra Magnus, go to the website www.bigangrytrev.com. Okay, over you go there, Magnus. Now, he's pretty detailed. Let's move him up there. You can see there's parts of all the different creatures that make him up. So we've got the head. Now, we did look up the scientific names. They're too hard to pronounce. So we're going to do like the cartoon. We're going to call them the Skysaurus, which is, and you can see the head there, which is the bird one. The Seasaurus, you can see the head there. and the, what was it, Landsaurus, and you can see the head there. So he's sort of he is very creepy looking, but he's got like 3 different animal heads buried into him. And he does look cool. Now he's got, as we can remove the sword here, so he does have this sword.
But it's meant to be, on the box it shows it's gold, but for some reason they made it black.
And it's made of flexible rubber, and I found a lot of the flexible rubber has come out of the box bent, which is a bit disappointing. But you can remove the energy things and you can just have the sword like that. And then of course he's got his big shield, which is made up of the Diplodocus. We can call this as good as anything else. We can take that off as well. So yeah, he's pretty impressive looking, pretty detailed, very animalistic. I mean, that face is very savage and animalistic. You've got claws everywhere, you've got talons going on, you've got wings, dinosaur heads, the whole lot. What I was surprised at, a little bit disappointed, was if we look at the back, there is a lot. He does not look great at the back. So he's got a tail, which I didn't foresee, and the Caesaurus part has to go down, up and around. So from the side and the back, not really that great looking, to be honest. But from the front, certainly very detailed, very, very cool, very imposing. Yeah, yeah, really quite a lot of detail, and I'd say fairly accurate to how he looked in the cartoon. Not that I've seen much of it, and very accurate to how he appeared in the IDW comics. So now, Magmasaurus, as you could probably tell from the amount of animal heads, does not just split into one, turn into one thing, but splits into 3 things, very much like Tidal Wave. So will we give a go at breaking up Magmasaurus into his component? Oh, hang on, we forgot. Okay. And we'll just put it in there, of course, with the first leader of the Predacons, Megatron. And I think they scale quite well together. What do you think?
Yeah, I think they scale pretty well. But the thing was with Magmatron, they had to make him a commander. It was difficult because they had to make him a commander and scale well.
That's right.
So I think they did pretty well with scaling it. The same with Ultra Magnus, but I still think they could have made Ultra Magnus a leader class and like a big leader. Like the Dinobots, a big leader.
That's right. And he's got decent, there's no finger articulation, but he's got elbow joints, he's got shoulder ratchets, can move at the knee, and he's got ankle tilts. So does the head move? No, the head is immobile. Does the waist move? Oh yeah, he's got a little, it's hard because the tail, yep. So the waist does turn, although you've got that tail at the back makes it a bit hard. So ankle tilts, knee, hip swivel, elbows, and so not bad articulation for a toy that size. But I say, let's break him now into his component parts and see what he looks like. Actually, before we put him in, I did miss out a couple of things. I was wrong, Orion pointed out. He can open and close his fingers there. And we can take these bits off the wings and they can turn into little swords as well. So there's 2 other little features of the robot mode that I forgot to mention. And here we have Magmatron in his 3 separate animal components. And looking at the robot mode we saw was comparable to Magnus here. And you wouldn't think that these 3, given their size, would just turn into a robot that size, do you? They've really, it's coming to it. So I suppose there was, with the Caesaurus, there was half of it was the shield, the other half was really on the back, so you couldn't see it at all. The main robot body is made up of the Landsaurus and the Airsaurus. But
not really the Airsaurus, it's more the Landsaurus. True.
But they're good sizes, aren't they? I mean, they're really hefty. In particular, I really like the Caesaurus. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I've never seen a Transformer quite like that before. But as you can see, he's got the opening jaws there. The Neck is very prehensile, so he can bite his own back, stretch up to the sky, jaw open and closes. Flippers all move. The back one's only a little. In fact, the back ones sort of go forward and back, and whereas the ones at the front can rotate. So I like him. I like the Seasaurus the best out of the three. What do you think of the Airsaurus?
I think they could totally redo them in Swoop. I think they could redo them all into like the Dinobots and like make a volcanic salve. I think the neck they should, like, it kind of looks like one of those really ugly birds that you see. Like, I don't like the head at all. I don't like the head.
So you're not actually that keen on him?
No.
Not that. Oh, okay. Does the neck go up and down at all? So the neck, we've got a little bit of tilt there with the neck. Oh, neck, not very much, but as you can see, it's more prehensile at the front. The jaws open and close. Legs move. Wings can move. In fact, wings have got up, down, and in and out, and then extend. So I think he's got quite a lot. It's just this hinge here could have used a little bit more movement in my opinion. But besides that, I don't think that's too bad.
I like the thing the Seasaurus and Lansaurus are much more aggressive. Like, I think this could be a Beast Wars Megatron. Honestly, could make this into Beast Wars Megatron.
So do the jaws open on him?
Not very well. I don't know why. But that's the max.
I think that adds something. I think that doesn't look too bad. Interesting colour scheme. I like the spines on the back there, so of showing he's based on a Gigantosaurus, not a T-Rex. Like in robot mode, there's the ankle tilts. The little arms go up and down. Do we have tail movement? Oh yeah, look, he can swish his tail. And the tail can go up and down. That looks a bit weird, of course, like that. But he can swish it. And yes, the jaws, to a certain extent, open and close. Look, for those three animals to come out of one robot, I think that's good. I'm impressed. I quite like it. And given I didn't think Magmatron looked that big in robot mode, I'm impressed how big these three are. And I suppose, once again, it's because in robot mode you see very little of the Seasaurus. It's all hidden behind him or made up part of the shield. But very cool. What do you think overall of the animal modes?
They're pretty good. This is like a weird class size, so I really think this one's probably best. I would say this Voyager, Voyager, very small deluxe.
Righto, okay.
That's what I'd say with them.
Now, as is not shown on the box, but this lot has one final mode.
Yeah, it's even in the instructions.
That's it. So shall we do our final mode?
Yeah.
See what it looks like? Okay, let's do final mode. And here we have Magmatron in his Magmatron dinosaur mode, combined dinosaur mode. Ugly mode. This is a thing. Yeah. So
it's a scuffed dog.
Let's have a look. So you can put that beak down further into that patch there, but I figure if you've got all the other dinosaur heads going together, why not? So, okay, it is a big creature. It looks like something out of Greek mythology, really.
Yeah.
So,
except uglier.
That's it. Well, if you look at some of those creatures out of Greek mythology, you had things that had a head of a lion and the tail of a scorpion and the eyes of a beaver and the lipstick of a muskrat and all this kind of stuff. They were made up of all different animals. So he's kind of like that. I do believe he appeared like that in the cartoon once or twice, but...
That's why... No, this thing is too ugly. No, we can't do it.
It is not the greatest looking thing, it really, is it? Look, it's interesting to do, and the transformation to this wasn't very hard. It was all mainly the Seasaurus you had to transform. Really, the Skysaurus just lays down and clips in at the top, and the Landsaurus, you just really move that one panel. So this was easier to put together than I thought it would be. It was, yeah, mainly the
Clips.
Yeah. There was a couple of clips. The tail from the Landsaurus clips into parts of the Seasaurus. I found that very frustrating to get, because every time I put one set of clips in, the other set of clips came out. But that is Magmatron is combined, and yeah, look, in battle, that would scare the living crap out of me if I saw that running towards me full pelt, I must admit. And I suppose you can turn around and look, you can make sure nobody's following him.
Wait, you can
keep an eye at the sky.
Well, it could be facing either direction. That could be the forward-facing arrow, and that could...
So I suppose he could run backwards, couldn't he? Yeah. So, and this one can keep an eye out skyward. So it gives him a good vision, and it would be scary, but I can see why they didn't really put that on the back of the box.
I think it's like a kid went, oh, can I get some? And the person's like, oh, yes, you can get. And then they see that box, no, child, you are not getting that.
What is this abomination?
This will give you nightmares.
This is something nature never intended. Okay, what's our thoughts on Magmatron overall?
I mean, he's pretty good. I wish he was bigger.
You wish he was bigger?
Like the Jetfire size.
I think we're going to have to let the Jetfire thing go. We're not going to see Commander classes of Jetfire size again. Let's compare him to Skylynx, actually. He's the other big rest. So
Skylynx is better. Bigger and better. Bigger, better.
Oh, well. But Skylynx certainly is...
He's bigger.
Yeah, Skylynx is a bit bigger, but...
He's also got NASA on him.
He's certainly a lot more technical here. Whereas Skylynx is... Yeah, he's fairly simplistic. If you'd like to see a review of Commander Class Skylynx, check out the website www.bigangrytrev.com. I think I've also got
some if you want to see reviews of other toys as well, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more. I don't know.
For more videos. More videos.
Probably weekly.
Oh, well,
maybe weekly.
When we get one we feel like worth doing. So yeah.
And make sure to like.
That's right. So thank you for joining Orion and I in the Transformatorium today. As Orion said, if you like this video, if you like the toy, leave a comment. And if you like this video, please leave a like and feel free to share and subscribe to the channel. And if for even more Transformer stuff or to learn about the Transformatorium, you can go to www.bigangrytrev.com.
And we have one more special guest.
What's our special guest? Alright, he's coming to sign off for us.
What the hell was that piece of crap?
Okay.
Bumblebee wasn't happy with it.
He wasn't. Alright, I've been your host, Big Angry Trev, with
Ori.
And we'll catch you next time. Thanks for tuning in.